you famously reinvented Celine at a time where she was going through a personal and kind of professional transformation.
I was supposed to do her street style, and this is before street style had a name, so I think I invented street style, really.
Laura Roach invented
So
street
it was,
style.
it's like, okay, we want you to do her day-to-day wardrobe. And so I started to feel the personality. And I think that the Celine that we had always saw was the Celine that had been kind of manufactured in a way when it came to her style. It was very lady. It was very ensemble. It was very like a scarf. And when we started to play, I was like, oh, okay. So I went out and I redid my entire pool. And so then I brought in like Off-White and Vetements and, and all these things. And she was actually the first celebrity to wear Demna's Balenciaga. Once I figured out who she was, I'm like, oh, it's time to let this out. And, and she was grieving the death of her husband and she needed something. And the clothes became that something. And then it just kind of like, it took off because what happened is I disrupted everyone's idea of who Celine Dion was.
Yes.
And also how old she was because, we thought she was 70. So my mission became to not just to show her as this very well-dressed woman and this stylish woman who could wear streetwear and also couture, but somebody who was young, you know what I mean? So that's why I say I started street style because it didn't, for me, it was never really that big before, but that became a thing. Like it was a fashion show every time she walked out, and she would come out in a full couture look that she paid for. Like she wasn't even borrowing clothes when I started working with her. Like I would call to borrow clothes, and people they would never let us do that. Sales would never because she spent so much money, and I was like, well, if you don't loan me clothes now that I'm shopping for, I just won't shop with you anymore.